at 11. Chaos in Kansas City as gunshots ring out during the Chiefs' Super Bowl victory parade. Shocking video showing the sheer terror of fans taking cover. Police say one person has died. She was a popular Kansas City DJ who was a wife and mother of 2.
22 people were injured, including kids. One person died. Now, right now, a motive is unclear, but police have 3 people in custody. Kansas City police say the shots were fired right as the parade was wrapping up. 11 children between the ages of 6 and 15 were taken to the hospital, and 9 of them were told had gunshot wounds. They are expected to recover. Fans described the chaos when they saw where they had to flee to Kansas City's Union Station.
The only thing I really saw was it become chaotic, and I hear down, 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 everybody down.
No members of the Kansas City Chiefs were injured in the shooting, and all were accounted for. There were more than 800 law enforcement officers at the parade today. President Biden was briefed on the shooting, and the White House has offered federal assistance for the investigation. As police continue to investigate the motive behind that horrible shooting, all eyes are on Detroit for the upcoming NFL draft.
Hundreds of thousands of fans are expected to attend the 3-day event. Fox 2's Lauren Edwards has a look at the security measures that might be in the works now.
A lot of times, you know, when people are having a good time, just a few people can mess it up for everybody else. And I think for Kansas City, those fans, they deserve a parade, but a few people messed it up.
As Kansas City fans were celebrating the team's big Super Bowl win, violence and chaos broke out. Now that the draft is the NFL's next major event, local football fans are hoping for tighter security.
People want to feel safe. They want to bring their kids to the NFL draft. It's a fun spectacle, but you know, if you have to up the police presence to make sure the bad actors stay down, you have to do it.
I hope that there's like a lot of policemen out here, like, you know, have the numbers, you know, a lot of people out here, and you know, it's kind of like checking everything.
Former Assistant Chief of the Detroit Police Department, Steve Dolan, says that may happen with the NFL draft in late April.
And now they have no alcohol zones. So I think what they'll do is, I'm pretty sure they'll do this, they'll cordon it off with the barricades, and as you come through, they'll probably wand you.
The Detroit Sports Commission told Fox 2 in a previous interview that at least 300,000 people are expected to attend the 3-day event. Dolan says police will be everywhere, keeping a special eye out for bulges and anything that could hide a weapon.
And Chief White says this all the time. For the football games, leave your gun at home. You don't need to bring it. And here's a perfect example of what happened.
He says he doesn't know specifically what the department plans are, but his recommendation is the same. Don't bring any guns or weapons. He recalled when Detroit hosted the Super Bowl years ago and a woman was shot and killed during festivities. He hopes that doesn't happen for the draft.
If you can shoot the Pope, which they did, if you can shoot the president, which they did, you can shoot anybody. But why would you do that at a celebration?
Now, the draft is still over 2 months away, but I'm already told that safety plans are in place. Safety, they say, is their top priority. I'm Lauren Edwards on The Edge.
I don't want to think the worst about it, about her being abducted. I'm hoping and praying that that is not the case. I'm standing on my faith that God is going to bring my baby home.
Our prayers go out for the same response here. Detroit police asking for information in their search for a missing 13-year-old. Neziah Harris was last seen getting off the bus on January 9th at Cornwall on 3 Mile on the city's east side. She never made it home. Neziah was last seen wearing a hooded white, pink, and black jacket, blue jeans, and white Nikes. Investigators turned their search to the area of Garland and Shoemaker.
We're not ruling anything out at this point. Just based off the information that we had, it led us here. We're running down every avenue. We don't make assumptions. You know, we can't speak to anything that we don't know, only the information that we have.
If you see Neziah Harris, give Detroit police a call right away. An 18-month-old girl is in critical condition tonight after a house fire in Inkster.
It happened around 7 this morning on Dartmouth Street. A neighbor tells us he saw the smoke coming from the house and worried the family might still be asleep. The child's parents made it out okay, but the baby girl's dad rushed back inside to try and save her.
They said the ambulance was going to be some more minutes. I'm like, baby boy, y'all got to get this baby to the hospital because In my view, she was fading in and out. I'm like, y'all got to get her to the doctor. We can go to my car, whatever. But the police guy said, look at here, I got her. They shot out here, man, with the baby. That was the most beautiful thing of the morning.
And the dad was able to rescue the baby, who is now in critical condition. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
Well, an unbelievably disgusting scene on a Delta Airlines flight.
Yes, passengers were jolted from their seats by an infestation of maggots. Fox 2's Jessica Dupnack is working this one for us tonight, and she's at Detroit Metro Airport.
I am rarely at a loss for words, but I gotta tell you, this one got me. Imagine you're nestled in your plane seat, taking off, when all of a sudden something comes falling down from the overhead compartment.
She is freaking out, but yeah, she was just trying to kind of fight off these maggots.
Philip Schott looked across the aisle. Seemed like a prank. Wiggly maggots like these falling from the overhead bin.
I don't really know what was going through my mind. I was trying to process it. Disgust is one thing, of course.
Okay, usually I have a question lined up, but I'm taking a minute to process.
Philip on board Delta Airlines Flight 133, Amsterdam to Detroit. He says he saw at least a dozen fall on the poor woman next to him, then more.
You push the call button. You gotta then wait because you're about to take off.
And we had to wait there for help to actually come.
He slithered into another seat to get away. When help came, the flight attendants tracked the insects to a passenger's bag in the overhead bin.
They found out that there was a rotten fish in there.
The fish wrapped in a newspaper, and the guy who put it there stood up and actually claimed it.
But I did see everyone's reaction to the bag being opened, which was just an immediate pinching of the nose.
They took the not-so-precious cargo to the back of the plane. Then a message from the pilot an hour into the flight.
The pilot notified the plane of what was going on and made the call to turn the plane around.
Back to Amsterdam. Philip says he didn't see the fish maggot guy get detained or anything. Philip got on another flight back to the States a few hours later, more than happy to get off that flight.
Beyond the grossness of it, how in the heck did a rotting fish get through security?
I am surprised that both a rotten fish and live maggots were not picked up on the security scan.
Delta releasing a statement to us apologizing to those passengers. They say they pulled that aircraft for cleaning. I sure hope so. Reporting from Detroit Metro Airport, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
Just when you think you've heard it all.
Yeah, but you go through the TSA and they open up your bags and they look through it and...
But what if they don't? And, you know, you don't know.
Went through the thing.
All right. Well, the stock market is showing signs of bouncing back after taking a major hit on Tuesday.
Today, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and Governor Whitmer helped paint a brighter picture of the economy, pointing to the Inflation Reduction Act.
Our economy has grown more, inflation has come down more, and wages adjusted for inflation have risen more.
Yellen argues that 60% of Americans feel good about their finances, with inflation falling at the gas pump and also the price of cars and trucks going down. Although some argue car insurance and grocery prices have gone up. The governor notes that Michigan has benefited from the stream of federal dollars under the Biden administration.
All right, prepare yourself. Tomorrow's morning commute could be pretty messy. Winter on its way back.
Yeah, Chief Meteorologist Rich Luderman is tracking the skies and what's about to fall from it. A little bit of a mess, huh, Rich?
Tomorrow morning, yes, we're going to see some rain, some snow, some sleet perhaps, but we did see plenty of sunshine today. But here's our next system quickly racing across the western Great Lakes. Yes, there is snow up around Minneapolis and St. Paul. For us, it's all dry right now. For Detroit, for Kalamazoo, up to Grand Rapids and Saginaw, no problems. But here it is, live pictures from St. Paul, Minnesota. Coming down pretty good, although the snow is going to end shortly there. Take a look at this winter weather advisory north of 8 Mile Road for tomorrow morning especially. But it looks like the better chance for accumulation is going to be up along Interstate 69. You'll see the numbers coming up. Today was nice. Still cool, but the sun was beautiful, 39 and 28. How about these current readings? 26 Mount Clemens, cool there, 25 Port Huron, 25 Windsor, 29 to our west in Jackson. There is a breeze now picking picking up from the south. Now, tomorrow afternoon, there'll be a gusty breeze from the west as the snow and sleet come to an end. But here it is. Fox Futurecast really shows it well. Low pressure tracking right across lower Michigan. There it is, and there it goes. On the backside, it turns much colder for Friday, Saturday into Sunday morning. So how much snow are we talking about? Tomorrow morning, a better chance for 1 to 2 inches up there north of M59, especially along Interstate 69. But close to the city, Ann Arbor, not much. It'll be a little slushy in spots, and that's what we're going to call it. Just a slushy morning commute with rising temperatures in the afternoon. For the rest of tonight, thickening clouds. We're down to 28. Tomorrow, a round of morning wintry mix. Cloudy and breezy in the afternoon, 41. Notice how temperatures fall off for Friday and especially Saturday, 29 for a high. Sunday looks better. There's President's Day. Monday, 43. How about a full check of the numbers coming up at 4 a.m. Roop, Taryn, back to you.
Well, love has been in the air everywhere, and that's especially true in Farmington Hills.
Yes, more than 36 couples gathered to say I do all over again. It's the Farmington Hills I Do Still event at the Long Acre House. Couples from 20 Metro Detroit communities came together for the big day to retie the knot and take a ride down memory lane. One of the couples celebrating today has been married for 54 years.
It rained, so that was supposed to be a sign of good luck. Before her brother walked her down the aisle, he asked her if she wanted to leave and go get something to eat, and luckily she said no and came up there and married me.
The Lovebirds also got swag bags from the city of Farmington Hills. From all of us here at Fox 2, congratulations.